Hey everybody, so I found these while cleaning up. They were out in the building. I was like, yes, I need to continue reading these. So back in 2021, I actually read up through number 13, and I thought, well, here we go. I'm going to start reading 14. Pretty good story. I was kind of trying to remember what happened in the previous books. Let's look at what I have read so far. I got these bags. I'm going to put them in, but not going to waste your time on that. So just to catch you up with the Justice League from the New 52, I actually like it. Okay, I know I complain about modern comic books, but the art's good. The story's something different. It's like an Elseworlds to me. I remember when it first happened, I was really ticked off at what they did to Alan Scott, but overall, whatever. It's just a shame that there's all these people that people can relate to, but there's not any Christians out there in the comic books I can tell you about. But that's not why you're here. You're here to look at this, at least the one or two people that actually watch this video. So Justice League number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was all following the same arc. It was pretty easy to read through. I read through all 6 of them in just like 30 minutes. It did have some information in the back. I don't know. Okay, so do they do a backstory next to Wonder Woman? No, they didn't do a backstory in this issue or the first arc, I don't think. At least from what I can remember. Basically, it's about Darkseid. And so the art is fantastic. I mean, that's one thing the New 52 definitely did, was they kicked it up a notch or 20 on the art. The story, it was different. It was something different, a different universe. You didn't feel like you were screwing up your universe. So, I was thinking, well, okay, so they screwed up one of my favorite superheroes. Whatever. I still have the comic books from our universe. This is just an alternate universe. And there's the Aquaman from their universe. I like his side fur. That's pretty cool. But yeah, he enters the game. Pretty much it's just kind of getting you into the characters and who they are, how they became a team. Starting with this issue, you have a back issue of Shazam. This is number 7. So this is after the first arc. So number 7, it actually starts off, I think it's like only about 2 or 3 issues long for the arc for this one. Having a hard time remembering because I haven't read it in so long. But yeah, I enjoyed it, like I said. And the Shazam, it really... This is before the movie came out, but it has a lot. You could tell the movie was based heavily off of this version of Shazam, or Captain Marvel, or whatever they call him now, Captain Sparklefingers. Yeah, it's been a while. Like I said, I remember reading this actually. Yeah. So, again, I just wanted to show you the covers and how good the art is, and the story is worth picking up for $1. I think I got these for pretty cheap. From Memory Lane Comics up in Wilmington. So they were like, they did a bag thing where a bag costs like, I can't remember off the top of my head, like $10, I think. You could stuff a bag. Came out to be about 40 some cents each if you do it right. And then he just got it where he didn't do the bag anymore. All right, so I think that's the finish of that. Okay. Then we get into, well, I'm missing some issues, but how I read them originally was through those thick paperback ones, the $5 things they had at the Walmart. They actually had the storyline for this, and they had a Shazam and a different one, but basically I got both of them through that. All right, so the story with the cheetah, this is where I got to finish off. So here's number 14. This is actually what we're going to look at today. So at number 14, it's Jeff Johns. So it's good writing. That's why I enjoy it. We got Superman totally possessed by Cheetah, but Wonder Woman's kicking herself through the whole thing. She feels like she made Minerva what she is. And, well, spoiler alert, Minerva was already doing a lot of bad crimes before Wonder Woman ever met her. So, she's got to stop having a guilt trip, having the... what is it called? Messianic complex, where you feel like everything's your fault. No, the cheetah did not corrupt Minerva. Minerva corrupted the cheetah. So the cheetah force is actually a force that's part of this tribe right here. And it's actually a good thing that they always use the cheetah force to protect their land or whatever. It's kind of one of those things where it's just kind of a mystical energy. And that's why she actually can bite Superman and make him infected and become one with the cheetah. Because he's not impervious to magic even in this universe. And Cyborg has the way of keeping him down with ultrasonic sound. The Flash goes after him. Now, this is what I want to get to. Here's where it talks about how the cheetah is. The translation actually is going from Batman talking with the tribe leader, and that's why it looks like it's in robotic-y language, because they're doing Cyborg is actually translating between the two of them. So for centuries, the sand crab has hunted alongside the cheetahs. The cheetahs were not only the animal cheetah, but the woman who was chosen. My mother was the last of us to be so blessed. In every generation, one of our people was chosen to become the host of the goddess of the hunt, the cheetah. My mother was the last one, like I said. She became a great hunter for my people, until my mother was murdered by a man wielding the Godslayer, which is interesting because in Wonder Woman, the Godslayer was not really a dagger. It was actually Wonder Woman herself, yada, yada, yada. So again, they always like to twist things. They take a play on the words that you know and twist them. Knife having been forged by a being so evil, his name must go unspoken. Throughout time, the Godslayer was used to kill many other deities. The lioness Pakit of Egypt, the frigid Scotty, and I'm probably slaughtering these names, and the mysterious alien sun god who angered many others. My mother died too, but unlike the other gods, the cheetah survived. And somehow possessed the Godslayer, cursing the hunter who hunted her. The next being, sorry, I'm getting a little dry here. The next being the hunter pursued was Yawara, the chosen jaguar goddess of the Amazon, but Yawara bested the hunter and fed him to her cats. And for a time, the knife was lost, until it ended up in Barbara Minerva's hands. So, she's one of these paleontologists, works at a museum kind of thing, and she stole the Godslayer, and that's how it was endowed to her. That's how the cheetah came to be. So now you know how the cheetah came to be in this universe. Well, spoiler alert, they got her, put her in a cage. But here's the thing, this is what annoys me a little bit. While she's in the cage, she's communicating to my Simon Bell Reeve, just as you requested. Yes, I can wait. But tell me when the mentor arrives. Cheetah out. So she's actually in communication. Why is their technology not able to detect that she's actually using a sequence or like a frequency? He looks like he's like slumping there. It's really strange. But here's where he basically tells Wonder Woman, look, it's not your fault. She's had many aliases. She's done a lot of crimes. She's been a criminal. She was a criminal long before she met you, because Wonder Woman kind of feel like she's the reason she went down this bad road or something. The cheetah corrupted her. The tribe was right, Diana. The cheetah isn't the one who corrupted Barbara Minerva. Barbara is the one who corrupted the cheetah. So yeah, she had a corrupted soul. Superman takes Wonder Woman out on a date to Smallville at a diner. What a cheapskate. And eventually, kissy kissy, gross. And Batman's watching, and I'm thinking a love triangle's forming. Wonder Woman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. Remember in the Justice League, and that's also what drives me crazy. This is supposed to be Justice League Volume 1. No, it's not. There was a Justice League based on the movie or the cartoon. That was Volume 1. But never mind, I can't change things. This is what they call Volume 1. But in that one, Batman was always being flirted by Wonder Woman. He's like, what? Like, huh? He just didn't catch on, even though he's the world's greatest detective, right? And he's not too happy about what he sees, as it looks like. So that's going to be interesting. And I got number 15 in the beta read. And when I go upload this, I'm going to actually read number 15. It doesn't take that long to read them. Shazam, Chapter 7, we got Black Adam. Now, Adam is actually an anti-hero. He sees these people down here. Wait, hold on, let me get to it. He sees people protesting. He's like going, oh, so there's a slave master. So he goes up there. He gets the slave master, which is their boss, who steals their pension, and drops them to the ground. Goodbye, Pharaoh. Yeah, splat. He becomes a road pizza. And everybody thinks Black Adam's a bad guy. Well, his method is not good, so he's too powerful, and he thinks that he's kind of an anti-hero. He does what he thinks is supposed to be the right thing for the people, but that's not the way we do things. And he also gets he's finally getting, he doesn't understand what they're saying, because he's like, oh my gosh, he killed Mr. Gray. Their language, teach it to me, Sylvania. So basically he does the Vulcan mind meld with Dr. Sylvania. So this is very similar, like I said, to the movie of Shazam, but they took out Black Adam because I guess they couldn't have too much in there. It was way a long movie. But are we ever going to get to see Black Adam go against Shazam? I know there was a second movie, but I can't remember what it was about now. It was like, meh. Shazam, the first movie, was hilarious. The second movie, I was like, meh. Alright, like I said, here's, he knows about Billy Bats, and he's getting him a coat so he can walk around inconspicuous because he doesn't know how to unturn into Shazam. And then while this guy's knocking on the door, the 7 deadly sins have been entrapped in human bodies, and they don't know who they are. So here's Sloth. Looks like him. Looks like Jabba the Hutt. And he actually looks like something from Ghostbusters. So he's Shazam, or not Shazam, sorry. Black Adam's going out and kind of recruiting, it looks like. Because he's wanting to get back into the Rock of Eternia, and he can't seem to get in there because there's another champion. Will we see the like in the movie, all of them become champions? I don't know. This is only part 7. So I'll find out, I guess, later. So I know I often make fun of and make a lot of hatred toward the modern comics, but I'm gonna give this 2 thumbs up. I know you're gonna be like, oh, you're a poser. I know, but it is. It's a fun read, and plus for $3.99 though, thumbs down. For the dollar bin, thumbs up. You get what I'm saying? Definitely worth $1. Definitely not worth. I'm just not into paying $4 for one comic book unless it's darn amazing. All right, yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this comic. Have a great day. Couldn't think of anything that rhymed with J or had the J